There's a ley line. Two ley lines come together right in the center of New Atlantis.
Yes.
Did you know that?
That's right.
Did you know they found Mayan ruins within 30 minutes of Atlantis? Did you know that? Please put Mayan ruins Atlanta. It was in the news way at the back. Oh, by the way, we found some Mayan ruins in Atlanta. Anyway, back to the second side. Buy chicken wings. Get one free, get 49 for free. Doesn't even have to make sense, right? Use your club card. Get knocked over the head. Give us all your information. This is your time. You've been waiting for this. You've been praying for this. Your ancestors have been wishing that you would wake up, giving you everything you need to create the person that you're becoming now. You are becoming it by knowing that I am it. It is about me. Before you can be we, you gotta be me. Pull yourself back together. Pull all your pieces back. Stop telling that old story. How many times you told that story about what had happened? Don't tell it again. In fact, maybe you should tell it one more time. Find somebody you can really, they will sit there and just listen. And you go off, cry. You need somebody to just listen. You don't need somebody to tell you it's going to be all right, because it ain't! I'm in 1962, do you understand? I have created 1962 on top of 2012. It ain't going to be all right, because I have snapped! Then their eyes start moving, they start looking out at things. Yeah. You just sit there and be quiet. Don't touch them. The most you can do is put napkins near them. Don't tell them it's going to be all right, because it ain't. Let them process that. What's in the tears is called dendrites. Broken off little nerves that were holding onto the tissue that's holding onto the issue. All your memories are held in tissues. The issue is in the tissue. When you begin to let it out and scream and holler, we do this thing called vocal liberation therapy, where we just let you go off. And even if you're a church person, you're going to need to cuss. Shoot! No, see, you just all things was about to come out of you, held it back. Shoot! You knew what was in your mind. Say it! Use all the words you don't think you should use. Let them out. All the feelings, all the emotion. Let it all out. Fall out on the ground. Tear your clothes off. Scream. Cover yourself in dirt. Somebody needs to be right there just to watch you so you don't roll out the street and get ran over. So all we're going to do is block the road. Block the road. Block the road. Don't touch them though. Don't tell them it's going to be all right, because it's not. Let it all out. Have you done this? I'm not talking about going to the psychiatrist and laying on that funny pleather couch. You can't let it all out in there. You know you're going to be in a book, they're writing notes. Fool up here. The fool told me on day 25. And they got a big book, they're writing journals about you. Let me give you some drugs. Tell you just don't worry about it. Come back. It's all about your parents. Parents ain't got nothing to do with this. You gotta let it go. When's the last time you truly made love? Huh? Folks be holding back. I don't really know them that good. We've been together 12 years, but I don't know. They may leave. Just gonna give them a little bit. All right. Holding one leg closed, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna let them in a little bit. All right, sit down. About to arrive, I don't want to arrive yet. Or there's only one arrive. What is this about? You gotta hold your mouth closed. Because you don't want the neighbors to know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Neighbors be looking at you next morning. We heard you screaming like well, what's wrong with that? You should be happy. I heard you screaming last night. I heard you screaming last night, huh? Want to come over to our house tonight? Haven't been any screaming at our house. There was one scream almost 2 Christmas Eves ago, half of a scream. But I had to hold it back, because I'm a church woman. truly opened up during the love created. If you're making love, what are you making it out of? What's the materials you're building with? What's in your head while you're there? Doubt, fear. Wonder if the condom is still on? How many condoms does he need to have on? You got a condom on, he got a condom on. It's a condom, a condom. I'm not really with the condom thing because look, it don't work. It don't cover up enough. They need to make condom underwear. Now I'll feel a little better. It's tight too, you know what I'm saying? That sucker's tight. It's got expandable areas at the right time. You understand what I'm saying? But then, you know, things are still touching. There's still, you know, fluids and kissing. So we need to come up with a condom suit. Zip that sucker up in the back. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's got coverings for the eyes, the tongue, everything. It's tight. She puts it on him. He says, he puts it on her. And y'all get busy. Make that squeak sound. Now you ain't gotta worry about covering your mouth because the suit's holding it in. Big bubble comes at the face. Hit this valve and lets the air out. Y'all something else. This ain't funny. This is some real stuff right here. I'm a scientist. I tell you, it don't work. You got latex on getting hot? You say you love each other with latex. Have you looked up latex? The doctors won't even wear latex gloves anymore because it causes skin cancer. And it's getting hot, melting. If there's real friction, you know, you're truly doing something here, should be some friction. It's melting.
And then in a test, it shows up as a foreign protein as AIDS.
This man is a scientist. You know, I know scientists when I see it. They know what they know. He's been in the lab doing research. You need to be a researcher. When you think you found something, search again. Don't do one Google search and you found the truth. The first one popped to the top. You might need to go to page 58 at the bottom. It has one little thing. Keep searching. But first, find yourself. And most of this stuff won't affect you. When it's time to make love, you will get butt naked. Moles, hair patches missing, fat hands, skinny legs, half a butt on one side, the other one is huge. Oh yeah! You understand what I'm saying? If that person is, they won't be looking at you funny. It's time to get busy. Are you ready? Then you sit down and do a meditation and prayer or focus, meditation. Go into a whole thing. Now, what are we focusing on? Because the man is about to download into you, ladies, everything about it. You need to do a little work to get his mind right, because he's thinking about all kinds of stuff that he's not necessarily thinking about because it's in his subconscious mind. So you're going to need to do a little ritual. All y'all women know how to do rituals. Y'all been doing rituals on men a long time. Smiling at a man in the mall, then walking away. This guy's like, excuse me, brother, I'll be right back. Next he's over acting like he's looking at some suits in the women's department. He looks again to make sure that's what he saw. You smile again. At that point, the blood leaves his brain, begins to fill up his lower areas. And the next thing you know, he's saying stuff that don't necessarily mean anything, but can we get busy? Because everything about him is trying to get back into you and recreate himself. You know that, ladies. Y'all got game. Y'all know what to do. I put on my special sexy earring. You know, every time you wear that sexy earring, all the men in the room begin to focus on it. So do the same thing, but now create something beautiful. Turn it into a ceremony. From now on, every time you decide to be, how do you say the word? I want to say intimate. Guy on lecture one time said, Doctah B, I'm having a problem with my intimacy. Can you help me with my intimacy? He meant intimacy. when you decide that you're going to be intimate, make it a celebration. And have a focus of what you would like to show up. I forgive myself and others for imperfections. Or some men, we just need to write what it is we desire for the family across the head of the penis in your mind. $20,000 a month or more. And you help them, ladies. You see the 20,000, don't you? Yeah, I'm sleeping 20,000. You see the 20,000! 20,000! 20,000 or more! 20,000! Every one of those sperms have now written across their foreheads 20,000 or more. Did you know this? There's a thing they had on Discovery Channel once again called sperm competition. They broke this piece down about the sperm and how they fight and how they, this whole thing goes on with just sperm. The secret life of sperm. Whatever the man is thinking, they get programmed with, that's what they go and they bring about. And whether the woman gets pregnant or not, she is impregnated with the ideas that's in the sperm. Women, you got a womb that's in the oven. What are you baking? What are you creating? You can take some bad sperm and create a good child. Until you start saying, you just like your daddy. And now we got a new problem. Now you lost your mind. If you like the daddy, it was good. But if you didn't, why would you say that to the child? When you eat, put your hands over the food. And just take the best idea of life. And just focus it over the food. If it's from a fast food, you need to have every type of prayer. You understand? Especially if you got in line and couldn't remember when you got in line what you wanted to order. You know it's McDonald's. You know the menu because it's been the same since the 60s. You get there and they say, "Well, can I help you?" And you say, "This is your original self-check. You need to